guys, it's Nina from One Life Holistic Health. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about our number one barrier to happiness. So the number one reason we are not happy is because we look for it externally. Now, happiness is an emotion, or maybe it's a few emotions, right? Maybe it's joy and it's contentment and it's satisfaction and a few different emotions that we have. But those are all internal. Our emotions are internal. But a lot of us will look for happiness and things outside of ourselves externally to find those emotions. And really what we're trying to do is get those external things to elicit those emotions, and then we feel happy. The problem with that is that, again, it's an emotion, so it's an internal thing, and it's not really going to make us happy. Those external things are not going to make us happy. So happiness is an inner work. There's work inside of us that we have to do in order to be happy. A lot of that is, loving ourselves unconditionally, having ourselves be the ones to validate us. So a couple of examples of my own. I used to think that if I was to be fit and skinny, I'll be happy. I'll be happy once I get fit and skinny. Well, then what happens? You get fit and skinny and you're not happy because you didn't learn to love yourself in the process. And so I really needed to learn to love myself. Or when I have bought my own home and my own vehicle and my business is making six figures, then I'll be happy. Because I will have the money to be able to purchase all of those things. But then what happens is we get those things and we're not really happy because we didn't learn to elicit that from within ourselves. So if we can really look for things that are going to be internal, and some of it's created a little bit externally. So helping others, being kind to others, that elicits some really feel goods for us, and it makes us happy. Finding things in our life that we're already grateful, happy. Taking a minute to do a 2-minute meditation visualization and really remembering times when we were happy actually elicits more happiness. So if we can do those things and really learn to love ourselves, I guess that loving ourselves unconditionally and having a high self-worth is going to be very, very helpful on our happiness journey. But those things create internal happiness, and that's what we need. When we're looking for those external things to validate our happiness, it's not going to happen. And 9 times out of 10, when people come in and they're like, I'm not happy or I'm depressed or something of that sort, that is what's happening. They're looking for other people to validate them as human beings, and they're looking for other people to love them as human beings, and they're looking for that happiness externally. But, being in a relationship, a lot of people, once I'm in a healthy relationship with someone else, I'll be happy. But you're not really going to be happy. You're both just going to be miserable. So if you can find those things within us to really create that internal happiness and stop searching for happiness outside of ourselves, then we will truly, truly find the happiness that we crave.